Hey everyone, this is Visual15. Welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 3, Episode 16, the season finale. I thought it was a good decision on their part not to end the season like they have the previous 2 years, on a really high tension note. Like the first season, they ended with them just barely escaping the CDC. Which kind of meant that they had to find somewhere kind of directed where they were supposed to go for season 2. Um, and of course, season 3 is them escaping the farm and kind of not noticing the prison or anything, but you could tell the prison was there when the camera panned out and stuff. The way they decided to do it this year was just ended on a regular calm note, not really giving any direction of where the next season is actually going to be picking up or anything for season 4. I think this is kind of good because it really doesn't give people an idea about what's going to be happening next year, what to kind of be looking forward to, and kind of thinking in their own mind exactly what's going to be happening. Because I hate to say it, but if they if they did do it the previous season's way, it could kind of get a little old if every year it ended with a really high tension note. Now, with the actual episode, at the very beginning, when I saw them actually packing up and leaving the prison, I thought that they were gonna actually leave the prison. So, I didn't think that anybody would be around there. And I know I'm skipping a little bit ahead, but when they blew up the watchtowers, I just think, okay, I know he wasn't like up in the watchtower or anything, but I'm thinking that had got to hurt Glenn's ears, considering he was actually in the watchtower, just on the very bottom area. So, because I don't think that he actually was somewhere else and just slept in. It was really smart by the survivor group to just let Woodbury waste his ammunition on basically places that they weren't at. So the other thing is that Woodbury kind of got rid of some of the walkers that were kind of at the prison. So there's less clearing out for them to do. So um, I liked how when Woodbury got into Subblock C, they underlined a passage, or highlighted, I should say, passage in the Bible. I really don't know what it was. It was something 29, so it's probably like Leviticus 29 or something. Just a major mind screw to the governor. So, of course, I think that was the main reason that one Bible guy called in last night on The Talking Dead. I think it could also be because the History Channel just finished up with the Bible. I think it was Sunday night, so kind of pointless. I think it kind of be like calling into the 700 Club and reading like 50-year-old baseball stats or something. So just not really the target audience, I think. Good use of the remaining flashbangs that they had. I think they're probably out of them now, so I know they did use at least one when they were in Woodbury. Actually, I think they used like a 3 or 4. I'm not totally sure, but I know they used at least one of them there. So And of course, they did use a couple of flashbangs to kind of disorient the people that were inside the prison. And while they were in there, I thought it was a really good use of time to actually go and take like the 50 caliber shells from the troop transports and probably some of their lighter arms too. So there really wasn't a whole bunch of them to go back for. Um, and of course, with the machine guns and stuff, pretty much they were able to basically just scare them out. They really didn't have to kill too many people there. I know probably some people did die, like when they set up the flashbangs, because I know in the hail of gunfire, when people were just shooting randomly, I know a few people probably just got caught or at least probably if not injured, probably shot. So well, like totally shot, like dead. So um, some of them probably just got killed. Some of them probably got hit in the head with stray bullets. Kind of a friendly fire accident. At least it got to show up the governor's true colors to the rest of the people there. So, well, I should say the rest of the people that survived, because I didn't think that he would do it right as soon as he cut off the people that were fleeing from the prison. They were like, "Hey, let them have it. Don't really care." You know, taking it is just going to be way too much of a hassle for us. Too many people are going to get killed and all this kind of stuff, and then he just lost it and started to gun down everybody. So and the only couple of people that were left were just like, okay, what the heck brought this on? Um, and I kind of think that at the very end, the one woman that survived, sorry, runny nose this morning. The one woman that survived, I kind of think that he actually knew that she was around. That she was kind of just faking under that dead body because, well, it was pretty obvious. Not only from actually hearing the breathing that was coming from her, but the fact that it was the only one that was two people in the pile. So it was just kind of obvious. I don't know if he left them there to actually get her to go back to Woodbury and let everybody know what had happened, or if he just left her there because eventually he'd be going back to Woodbury and killing everybody there, and she'd basically just be walking into a trap, or maybe he just left her there because he was thinking that, hey, we got a whole bunch of walkers here, and she is really not gonna know anything to do, so she's probably just gonna get torn apart anyway. So, um, yeah. The other thing that I was thinking is that, okay, exactly when are the guys that actually decided to go with him, or were kind of forced to, I should say, when are they going to try and leave him? Because I'm thinking it's going to be probably that first night or whatever while he's asleep. I don't think that they're actually going to just gonna go up and try and kill him or whatever, because that would probably be the first thing that he would expect. Um, I think that if anything, whenever they get to like a dingy hotel room or whatever that's been abandoned, or a cabin or something, they're probably just gonna during a kind of shift change, both go out there and push the truck a little bit away and then start it up, so he won't actually hear, or if he does hear, he won't be able to get out in enough time to actually stop them. Just kind of leave him where he is. Um, or they might go with him, and he might actually be able to go out and recruit, like maybe some biker guys or whatever, and go after the prison again. So, I guess it kind of be like those biker guys in the original Dawn of the Dead. Um, that's kind of what I'm thinking, like a big raiding party. So maybe not like a actual place to like live or whatever, but just going from town to town with a kind of a big group, and if somebody dies, then hey, somebody dies. Just going around for supplies and ammunition and just trying to survive like that. Last real major thing that happened in the episode was Andrea dying. Um, uh, I think it was my last discussed episode 14. Anyways, it was the one where right after Laurie Holden, who plays Andrea or played Andrea, was on. I made a comment about how she would always talk about her character in the past tense, and I was not sure at the time if they'd actually gotten rid of her character, or she was just stuck in past tense because it was the last season. But I guess you could say it was the last season just for her. So um, unless of course for some reason she comes back on a ghost voice or something. So, um, but I was kind of thinking during late last week when I was watching the episode, they had marathons on previous episodes of The Walking Dead, seasons 1, 2, and 3, and I was watching the last actual episode that they had on episode 15, and I noticed in there that Milton was not in there at all, and that got me to thinking, okay, there is going to be something where um, he's going to be turned into a walker, or maybe he already has been, and the governor is going to try and feed Andrea to him because, of course, that's what happened. But if you think previously, that's happened a couple of times during the season where they've had walkers basically around to try and eat people, not only individually like with Glenn, but when they crashed through the gate and sent walkers in there, and when they tried to have a whole bunch of walkers available to try and do it again. Yeah, so I just figured that Walker Milton would at least try and get to um, Andrea, but I'm really glad that they decided to go with a death scene like that for instead of having her being turned into Walker already, and then like Michonne or whatever having to kill her. I think it would make a little more sense the way that they really had it, where you know she was just saying her goodbyes and stuff. I thought that was a much better way to do it. Plus, from an actual, sense standpoint, it kind of make a little more sense that she would actually be sitting there waiting to turn and stuff because the only one that really knew that she was down there was the governor. And if you noticed, she was waiting right by the door. So if she had turned and he had just walked in, tried to see what was going on, she would have at least bitten him on the leg. But well, I guess bitten him on the leg. Either way, if she was still a human or turned into a walker or whatever. But yeah, much more satisfying for her to actually say her goodbyes. Plus, there was a little bit of closure, I think, when it came to Michonne. I mean, here's a woman that she spent basically a year with, fighting for her life. I thought it was really nice for her to actually be able to say goodbye to her. Plus, the thing with Daryl, even though there wasn't really that much said, I don't think there was anything said at all. But yeah, I think just that look between the two kind of summed up the whole thing. I think so. Just well, Daryl's kind of a man of action and not really a man of words. Really, I kind of think that Norman Reedus is also like that. So, and yeah. Well, I do get to say this about Daryl, the actual character. I am really happy that he didn't get killed off. I did know previously about the movie Prometheus, so yeah, the pictures of him on the net with his guts spilled out. I knew that was from that movie because that was the only thing that I knew him in before The Walking Dead. So, and his part wasn't that big or anything. So, kind of important though, but again, not that big or anything. But anyways, kind of scared that he's gonna get killed off because his video game just came out like I said last week. So, um, I am just really happy that they decided to keep him around at least for another season or half season or whatever. So I'm hoping for longer. But then again, I'm not exactly sure how long the series will last. I have no idea what's going to be happening next year. The only thing I can kind of take a guess at is that the rift between Carl and Rick is going to widen. I also think a rift is going to form between Carl and Tyrese. And as a result, I think the rift will kind of form between Tyrese and Rick. I think that the main thing that will go in with the rift between Tyrese and Carl will be because he likes Beth, and I think that Beth is gonna start getting a little sweet on Tyrese during the next season, and Carl is gonna kind of take that as an affront to him, thinking, hey, Beth is basically my woman, I've been protecting her for like a year or whatever, so, and you haven't done crap, so, I know, just kind of a normal thing that like a teenage boy would kind of think, at least that's the way that I might think in that situation, so, yeah, as I said, not 100% on that, but that's my best guess as that one of the things that might happen next year. So, um, but anyways, I'm gonna sign off for now. This is Visual 15. You've been watching Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 3, episode 16, the season finale, and I will see you again next year for season 4 when it comes out. It should be in October, so until then, take care.